Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to AWS Lambda tutorial series part 3. In this video we are going to discuss how can we create a Lambda function from PyCharm. So earlier we have seen how we can create a Lambda function from the AWS console itself. So we have created a Lambda function directly from console and we have executed the function. It was successfully executed. But today we are going to create Lambda function in the PyCharm IDE tool. So most of the people you are working with Python, right? So maybe you might be working with Python, PyCharm IDE tools. So you can create a Lambda functions by connecting to AWS, and you can develop your code there. So we will see how can we create a Lambda function from PyCharm. So now let's open PyCharm. This is basically a community edition. If you have not installed your PyCharm IDE tool, you can install. So in this, I'm going to create a new project and pure Python. So we're going to select that same custom environment. If you want to change, like if you want to change the name of the project, like you can change it. I'm going to change the name of the project like, and you can see the location where you want to save your code. I'm going to create this environment for now. So you can see this I've checked, right? So create a main.py welcome script. It will create. So you'll see how you can create. So as you expected, so the main.py has been created. Now go to plugins. So you are connecting to AWS, right? So for that you need AWS Toolkit plugin. So we'll go to plugins. First we'll go to settings. In the settings, you will see that plugin option. Now AWS Toolkit. So AWS Toolkit is already installed in my system. If you have not installed, you can see the install button and click on install. It will be installed. So now see, once you install the AWS Toolkit, you will see this icon, right? AWS icon. You can just click on that. To connect to AWS, we need to configure the credentials. So if you click on this, like if you see the options, right, or add another connection, edit AWS credential files. So I'm going to add another connection. So you can connect with IAM credentials here. Data user 2. So we need to have access key and secret key. So where you will find this access key and secret key, you need to go to AWS account and IAM roles and go to users, and you're seeing this data user, right? Whatever the user you want to create, you can create, and once you created the user, you'll go to that user and go to security credentials. You will see the option called access keys. So I have two access keys. One is inactive and one is active. So I can use this, or else I'm going to deactivate this for now. Let me delete this basically. So deleted, and I'll be able to create one more key. Go others and create access key. You see access key and secret access key has been created. Now copy this access key and paste it here, and secret access key as well. Continue. So we'll see whether it will be connected or it will be facing any issues. I think we are facing some issue maybe. Let's cancel it now and go back and edit credentials. See, so I have already other keys as well, right? So it's not a way that we connect. We should have only one key here. I'm going to edit this file, and I'll be having only data user 2, and access key and secret key have been provided right now. So let's check if those are the same. So I can see AKI. Okay, right. Okay, these are the keys. Let's connect with this credentials itself and go to config. Yeah, data user 2. This also need to be same. So once you are, so whatever the profile name that you are giving over here should be given here as well. So I'm saving it and let's connect now. See, you can see the services that you're going to use from the AWS. So now we'll go to Lambda. So the functions that I have created already has been seen here, right? Let's check if the same functions are available in the AWS. Let's check once. Go to Lambda. See, the same functions you see, right? Paramiko, Lambda function, and encode data cost, Lambda PyCharm. The same functions you are seeing over here as well. Now, what you are going to do is, and you also need to remember that the region should be US East 1, and here is also US East 1, so that the same Lambda functions you can see over here as well. Now, we are going to create one more Lambda function from the PyCharm, right? So, for that, first you need to create a Python file. .py file need to be created first. Then only you should be able to create a Lambda function. So for that, I'm going to create function Python file basically. So Lambda function.py. So Lambda function.py has been created now. I have already code in hand. So I'm going to copy this and paste it here, and I'll try to execute this one if there are any errors or not. So it is executed with exit code 0, so there are no errors. Now we're going to create a Lambda function by clicking on this. So you go to Lambda service over here and click on, right click, and then you can see the option called create new AWS Lambda function. You click on that. The same options you're going to see: name, description, configuration settings, runtime, memory, timeout, environment variables, and IAM rule. So execution rule basically, and the source bucket. This is where you are going to save your uh, code basically. So this is how it will be done. User one Lambda function. So this is the name of the Lambda function. Any description or according to your requirement. And now the handler, right? So when you go to this particular Lambda function, for example, so we'll see the Lambda handler. So how this works, like this should be the module name, like .py file name, and this is the function name. So the same should be given here as well. So Lambda function.py and the Lambda handler, where it is started, like the Lambda, when you execute the Lambda function. So this is the point where you where the execution has to start. So the same thing you have to follow here as well. Lambda function, and the function name is Lambda handler, right? So same thing I'm going to keep. In the runtime, so you can choose according to your requirement. The recommendation is to use 3.12. So this is the execution role. Now I'm going to give project Lambda dev role. So this execution role, if you have not created, you can create it from here as well. You can create from console with the proper permissions. And the source bucket, I'm going to give this. Now create a Lambda function. Let's see if it is created or not. So I think we are facing some issue. Let's check what are the issues we are facing. So the error is failed to locate requirements.txt. So this we need to add a file with I mean any of the Python libraries with you can add a requirements.txt so that the libraries will be installed with this file. So we'll create a one file. file which is called requirements.txt. Okay, and this is saying the requirements file is empty. So you can add any libraries that you want to install. So I'm just adding pandas library for now. You can see the warning package requirement pandas is not satisfied. You can click on this install requirement, so that it will be installed. So any libraries that you want to add, you can add. Now we will check. So you can see the option create new lambda function and the lambda handler, the function name followed by the module name, and the runtime you can give this, and the execution role and source bucket name. Let's create now. So it is started. So it is internally using SAM build to create this function. See, the lambda function has been created. We'll check in the AWS console if, whether it is created or not. Go to functions and let's refresh this. Yes, successfully created. So let's test it from here now. So you can see the right. So the print created the lambda function from PyCharm. So you will see these results basically. So let's check if you can see those results. So the function is successfully executed. See the output, the same output that we are seeing over here, and the return function returns code update success. See, code update success. So this is how you can create it from PyCharm. You can create a lambda function from PyCharm. So if you want to update any, you can update, like, so you can see the option, right? So if you want to update, you can just click on update, and so the lambda function should be open for now. If you want to update anything, like, so if you want to update something like this, print again update code. Now we will see. So update function code update. Now again it started. Yeah, function update lambda code completed successfully. Now we'll check once again, testing this lambda function from here. Yeah, test it. See, we are seeing the update code as well. So this is how you can create and update your code from PyCharm IDE tool. So I hope this video is helpful for you. So if you like this video, please share, comment, and also like the video. So thank you so much. Bye.